should we film like this today? Hi everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to Ralph. He's going to be joining me for this video today. What are you doing? Hi everyone, today we are going to be talking about some amazing drugstore gems. I'm just waiting until Ralph feels comfortable to go and settle down before I continue filming this video, but I think he just wanted to say hi. Yesterday we took him to the groomers and we asked them to trim all his hair back. He was really long haired. He looks like somebody else's dog today. I don't know who he is. I mean, he's still my dog. I still absolutely love him, but he looks completely different to the way he looked yesterday. Anyway, he seems to be settling, so we can get on. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love it if you do so in this video today. Also, click the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So I actually thought Ralph hated his new look. I thought he felt like I'd robbed him of his masculinity. He was a bit sheepish yesterday when he came back from the groomers, and today obviously says otherwise. Maybe he's just an exhibitionist, I don't know, wanting to show off all his naked body on camera. He's not sat in the background of my videos for a really long time, so we are blessed today. So hopefully he'll stay there for a little bit longer. Anyway, I've waxed on about stuff that's nothing to do with this video for long enough. Let's jump into all of the drugstore gems that I have fallen in love with. Not all of them are perfect. However, they are close. Let's kick it off with the product that I have on my eyelids today. This is a Max Factor product. Blast from the past. Max Factor is making a comeback. This is the 001 Cappuccino Nudes palette. And the reason I wanted to feature this in this video today is because I constantly get asked for an affordable alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes Easy Eye palette, which is my ride or die, a great favorite of mine. Use it daily. I just think it is fabulous. This is so close. So it's not all mattes in here. There are some other shimmers and there's a little bit of a sparkle in there as well, but there are 4 mattes and they have similar tones to some of the mattes that are in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, especially my favorite shade here, which gets heavily used, is very similar to these 2 shades in here. So if you have a really fair skin tone, choose the fairer tone. If you have a slightly deeper skin tone, choose the deeper tone. I've actually used them both on my eyes today. Also love that this has a really bright matte shade for underbrow highlights, inner corner highlights if you don't like that sparkle, but it also has the alternative of having a shimmer in there as well for those areas if you prefer. So once again, just like this palette, everything that you could need in a palette, this would be great to take away with you on holiday. You get the best of both worlds, shimmers, metallics, and mattes, all neutral, all wearable, just beautiful. Now, there are slight drawbacks to this. They're not as pigmented, and when I say not as pigmented, I'm only talking about the metallic shades and the shimmer shades in here aren't as pigmented as I would have liked. However, that's going to be a bonus for a lot of people who are beginners to eyeshadows, who want something slightly more subtle, less scary as soon as you apply them to the lid. I do think they apply better with the applicator that actually comes with the product. Usually I would use a brush or my fingers to apply those shimmery tones. Actually apply better with this, and that's how I've applied them today. I actually really like this applicator. I'm definitely going to be keeping it. I usually don't when these come in products, but you get a large eyeshadow applicator, and then on the other end you get a more precise applicator, which is how I've applied my underbrow highlight and inner corner highlight today. I just think it's a lovely, lovely palette. You cannot go wrong with this. It's beautiful. It doesn't have the black shade that comes in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, but to be fair, I think that's the least used of all of the shadows that are in this palette. If you want a black, this may not be for you. You may have to get a black on top of getting this palette, but it does have a really rich, deep brown shade, which I absolutely love, and it's how I've created my winged liner today. I've actually used the deep brown. I've used this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade in my eyeshadow look today. They blend beautifully together, effortless to apply. Very soft, very creamy, just beautiful shadows. For the price, you definitely cannot go wrong. So if you were looking for an affordable alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes palette, breathe, Gemma. This one I definitely recommend. I want to talk about these brand new products from Makeup Revolution, which I am loving, and I have one of these on my lips today. It feels so comfortable, so beautiful, creamy and soft. It feels hydrating and it lasts all day. These are the new Pout tints. Now again, there are drawbacks to this product. However, I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives where these are concerned. So I have two shades in this. The one that I have on at the moment is Nude Dreams, and I also have Sweet Pink. So let's get the negatives out of the way, because there are so many things that I really like about this product that I want to move on to. So first and foremost, it does have a very high alcohol content. That may be an issue for you. It's not an issue for me. I always prep my lips prior to application of any sort of product like this anyway. And unlike some other products that are in this same category, prepping the lips with a balm prior to application doesn't hinder this product. It doesn't hinder the longevity, doesn't hinder the way this looks on the lips, this feels on the lips. It feels the same, it wears the same. So that is a definite positive to go along with the negative of a very high alcohol content. This also smells very much of alcohol. I'm not quite sure if they've tried to disguise it in any way, but if they have, it hasn't worked. I mean, it screams alcohol as soon as you open the tube. That may put you off. Again, it does not put me off. The last negative that I can come up with is the size of the applicator. This is absolutely huge, and I think they tried to sell this as a positive. I definitely think it's a negative for me anyway, who's got really thin, withdrawn lips. This holds a lot of product and it's also large, so being precise with this is difficult. I definitely have to line my lips before application so that I've got a border to work with, and I do have to scrape as much of the product off the applicator as possible so not to get into a mess. I wish the applicator was smaller. If the applicator was smaller, I would be laughing. It's just a little bit cumbersome to use. So now for the positives. The finish is shiny, a little bit like a gloss, but much more long wearing. This is a very long wearing formula. It's very low maintenance. You don't have to keep touching it up through the day. They do say that this is kiss proof. I'm not quite sure if that is 100% accurate. I mean, I've got a tissue here. I wouldn't say that was kiss proof. However, it is an incredibly long lasting formula. Once you have patted this off, the shine does dissipate a little bit, so you may want to top it up as you go on, but the pigment itself stays for a really long time. This also does not feel drying on my lips. In fact, it's quite a hydrating formula. Feels really creamy, really soft, plumps my lips up. I just think it is super, super special, and I'm really, really impressed. I love the shade range. This is buildable, so if you want more pigment on the lips, just wait till it dries down a tiny bit and then apply a little bit more. This does stay slightly damp on the lips, so it's not like your Chanel lipsticks that completely dry down and are completely 100% bulletproof. This is not going to be a dupe for those in any way, shape or form. However, the longevity of these is impressive. And I really like them. I think the shade range is lovely as well. There are 5 shades to choose from. These 2 are my favorites, but definitely Nude Dreams. Love. Garnier have brought out a vitamin C SPF. There are 2 within this range. They are both SPF 50+. They offer great protection. One of them is the glow version, which has a slight tint to it. The other one is a completely invisible formula, which comes out white and then just melts into the skin. These are lovely. I have the glow version. I've got to say, the tint is slightly too deep for my skin tone. So if you have a similar skin tone than me or a fairer skin tone than me, you may want to opt for the invisible one. This is going to be perfect in those summer months where I'm wanting a bit of a bronzy glow. But in autumn, winter and spring, when my skin is incredibly fair, I'll probably go for the invisible one rather than trying to match this all the way down my neck and get this on my clothes. So absolutely beautiful formula, sinks into the skin very well, absorbs beautifully. It's very nice underneath makeup, no pilling at all, for me anyway. I mean, I haven't experienced pilling with this product at all, and I've been using it for days and days and days now. Lovely, lovely formula, and the filters are phenomenal. So we've got ethyl hexyl salicylate, Juvenile T150, Ava Benzone, Tinosorb S, and Mexerol XL. These are all amazing filters. Combined together, they are superb to offer you an amazing broad spectrum protection. Vitamin C and SPFs work very well together. They give each other a bit of a helping hand. The vitamin C that's in this formula is ascorbyl glucoside, which is a great vitamin C. It's really stable and it's very well tolerated for most individuals. This will give you those brightening benefits, those collagen boosting benefits, and it's also a really good antioxidant, so will give you protection from free radical damage. Some other skincare ingredients that are within this formula: you've got niacinamide to boost the brightening capabilities of the vitamin C even further, you've got vitamin E to nourish, you've got glycerin to hydrate and really counteract the drying alcohols that are also within this formula. It is quite a high alcohol content. If you are very sensitive to drying alcohols, you are not going to like this at all. However, I do think that vitamin E and the glycerin really do help to give you a more hydrated, glowy appearance. And I actually don't find this formula drying at all. It does smell a little bit of alcohol, but only a little bit, because this also contains a fragrance and some essential oils. So again, if you are sensitive to those, one to give a miss. However, I think it smells really nice. I don't think it smells overpowering in any way, shape or form. And yeah, I'm here for it. I really like it. Would I love it even more if it didn't have the fragrance and essential oils in? Probably. Next up, we've got the Revolution Pro Miracle Cleansing Balm, and I am absolutely loving using this at the moment, but it is not without its issues. I'm getting that out there straight away. Regardless of the issues of this product, I am still using it on a daily basis. It smells absolutely divine. If you don't like a fragrance in your cleansing balms or any of your products, you are not going to get on with this. It's a very subtle fragrance, but it's so uplifting, and even though it's zesty and fruity, it's not a juvenile fragrance. It's definitely more of a spa-like lemony fragrance that smells expensive, even though this product isn't. So it smells to me like a limoncello dessert or a lemon curd or lemon sherbet. I It's right up my street. I could eat this with a spoon. I'm not going to, obviously. It would be bad. That would be bad. This is really lovely consistency. It's smooth, it's soft, it's buttery, it's very easy to apply. However, the issue comes with the removal of this product. So it does come with a cleansing cloth, very similar to the cleansing cloth that you would get from an Elemis cleansing balm. I don't use the Elemis cleansing balm cloth. I don't feel like I need to. As soon as water hits the Elemis cleansing balm, it emulsifies 100% and it removes beautifully. And I can use the Elemis cleansing balm for both my first and my second cleanse because of that fact. I can't do that with this. And it's slightly annoying and it upset me a little bit because I would love to be able to use this as my first and second cleanse, but because the cleansing cloth will exfoliate the skin slightly, I don't like using the cleansing cloth that comes with this product because I don't exfoliate my skin every day. I'm a tretinoin user, and because of that, my skin can be overly sensitized to exfoliation. The only other way of getting 100% of this off my skin, because it doesn't emulsify completely, is to use a different cleanser as my second cleanse, because this leaves a film, it feels a little bit like paraffin wax on the surface of the skin, which is great for the skin, but not if it's dirty, not if you're trying to remove the dirt from the skin. So it's really imperative that you get 100% of this off, at least for the first cleanse, before you go in with a second cleanse. Now, I do have to go in with a different product to make sure that this is 100% removed to do my second cleanse, but I still absolutely love it. And I know I've spoken about so many negatives, but honestly, the feel of this on the skin, the way that it removes my waterproof mascara, my waterproof makeup, and it just feels so lovely on. I think that outweighs the negatives of having to use a different cleanser as my second cleanse. If you're after a cleanser that will give you zero issues, however, this brand new one from Byoma is absolutely stunning. I mean, there are very few negatives about this. I am going to mention a couple, but I mean, I am really reaching here. This is so close to perfection. I mean, I cannot tell you. I'm going to tell you. So I can tell you. This is the Milky Moisture Cleanser. It's got a triceramide complex within the formula, so it's going to make sure that the skin barrier performs in a very healthy way. It's going to protect and preserve. It's also got oat extract and panthenol within the formula, which are really calming and soothing ingredients. So if you do have really sensitive skin, you may be okay with this one. I would definitely recommend you give it a go. It's got a beautiful formula. It feels like a moisturizer. So my first bugbear. This is how much that one pump gives you, and I need at least 7 or 8 pumps of this to cleanse my entire skin. So why they couldn't devise a pump mechanism that dispenses more product, it irritates me slightly, but I mean, this is small potatoes, isn't it? It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful consistency, very much like a moisturizer, and it sinks in like a moisturizer, which is bizarre, but it works. So you apply this very similarly to the way that you would apply an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser. So you apply it to dry skin. You then massage this all over the face and the eyes, and then emulsify with water, give it a massage again, and it 100% removes the product, leaving your skin feeling silky smooth, soft, supple, plump, bouncy, just hydrated and moisturized. It is lovely. The second bugbear that I have is that this doesn't always 100% remove my waterproof mascara. So I do, if I am wearing waterproof mascara, I do have to use an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser prior to using this, but love it. Absolutely love it. I just think it is a stunning product, and well done to Byoma. It's a triumph, an absolute triumph. Next up, we've got the Soap & Glory hand food. This was actually recommended to me by my daughter B because she received some of the hand food for Christmas in like a little miniature, and she's since been out and bought the full-size version and made me try it when we went for a recent trip to Leeds, just shopping, just the two of us, and I really, really liked it. It's a very nice, thick, creamy consistency that, although feels very nourishing and hydrating on the hands, doesn't leave an oily slip on the hands. So within 2 minutes you are getting on with your day, not having to worry about leaving oily fingerprints absolutely everywhere. This doesn't leave a tacky residue. It sinks in very nicely. It's just a very, very beautiful, hydrating, non-sticky formula, which does my hands the world of good. So I had to buy some. I actually bought it with the thought of giving this to my dad because my dad suffers with dry hands. I just can't. I'm really sorry. I'll have to buy him another one. This also smells really beautiful, way more expensive than the price of this product would suggest. It's just gorgeous. It's floral, so if you like floral scents, you are probably going to like this one. It's not overly powerful, so I can still smell it on my hands now, but I can't smell it when my hand's over here. So it's not that punchy that everybody around you is going to be able to smell it, but it's really pleasant when you're first applying the product. But the ingredients that are going to make the world of difference, we have beautiful emollients in here like grapeseed oil, shea butter, sweet almond oil, and macadamia seed oil. And even though you've got all those oils within this formula, this doesn't feel like an oily consistency, and it definitely doesn't feel oily on the fingers. It's also got dimethicone in here, which is going to seal in all that moisture and hydration, preventing transepidermal water loss. You've got glycerin and vitamin E to hydrate and nourish. Does contain a fragrance like I've just said, but it is alcohol free. So if you are sensitive to those drying alcohols, if your skin and especially your hands really don't like drying alcohol, you are safe with this. B also has the Soap & Glory body lotion, which has the same signature fragrance, which is rose and bergamot. And I mean, I am tempted to go in and steal it while she's at school and see if she notices. Try it out for all of you. If this has anything to go by, I will also love the body cream. So maybe I should give it a go. And finally, I want to talk about these brand new lip glosses from Max Factor. These are the 2000 calorie lip glazes and they are beautiful. Just getting it out there though, I did not pay for these with my own money. These came in PR. So because they came in PR, however, I have all 7 shades to share with you. So there is a white clear shade. There's also more of a flesh tone shade, which just adds that hint of warmth to the lip. Instead of having a clear lip gloss, this one just gives a little bit of something extra, but it is very subtle. This shade here, which is the deep pink tone, it's not really my jam. Pink, just really vivid pink anyway, really isn't my color, but if that is yours, it's a beautiful, beautiful formula. All these 4, however, are absolutely divine, and I've really been enjoying wearing them in recent videos. So my favorite shade, if you are wanting to give one of these a try, is the shade 150 Caramel Swish. It is just beautiful. These feel really nice and hydrating and nourishing on the lips. This is not a long wear formula. It lasts a decent amount of time for a gloss, but you definitely can't call it long wearing. You are going to have to keep applying these if you drink something or eat something, and this will transfer on absolutely everything. It's not one of those that sets down. It is a gloss, but it's a beautiful gloss. There is one with a slight sheen to it, a little hint of sparkle. Pink Fizz is absolutely gorgeous and will give the impression of a plumper, thicker, fuller lip because of the sparkles that are within the formula. These are full of hyaluronic acid and squalene, so they are really nourishing and hydrating. They feel silky smooth. There's not a hint of stickiness on the surface of the lip at all, and they have a lovely vanilla scent and flavor to them. And usually vanilla is not my thing, but this, I could lick off my lips all day long. I've really, really enjoyed using them. I don't have any negatives to say about them. They don't tend to bleed on me. They don't tend to go everywhere. They're very easy to apply. The applicator is slightly larger than I would usually like. It is quite a large doe foot applicator, but it doesn't hold masses of product, so it's not overly messy, but I would prefer it to be slightly smaller so I can be a little bit more precise with it and maybe apply it without having to have a mirror in front of me. But very, very nice products, and yeah, I wanted to give them a mention because they are super affordable. If you're after a new lip gloss, these are definitely worth a try. So they are all of my new affordable beauty product gems that I have been absolutely loving recently. I really don't think you can go wrong with any of these as long as you know the negatives that come with the products. I think the positives just shine through, and there's going to be negatives for every single product on the market regardless of how much money you spend on it. So I think by knowing the negatives up front, it just allows you to make the decision on whether these products are going to be right for you. Have you tried any of these already? Do you love them? Did you really not get on with them? Please share your experiences in the comments section. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. I've popped another couple of videos over here that I think you might enjoy. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.